Welcome back to the Mindset Podcast, brought to you by Martecture. Get into the AI marketing mindset on the go. In under 15 minutes, stay ahead with our newsletter and podcast packed with the latest in AI plus marketing. Real research, real case studies, real insights.
Real stuff.
Exactly, real stuff. Okay, so every marketing leader out there is facing, well, frankly, this double-edged sword, right? You've got to boost daily output, but also somehow master this AI scene that shifts like every single week.
It really demands a new playbook. Strategic resource allocation, sure, but also a fundamental rethink of operations.
And let's just get straight to the core issue, the really challenging news defining our deep dive today.
Yeah, there's this MIT study. Enterprises have poured nearly $40 billion into generative AI globally. Huge number.
40 billion, wow.
But get this, only 5% report seeing any real business ROI from it. 95%, well, they're not getting the return.
95%, that statistic is just brutal. It really sets the stage.
It does. So our mission today is to really unpack what separates that, that successful 5% from everyone else.
What are they doing differently?
Exactly. It's about understanding that crucial shift, moving beyond just like adopting tools.
They're actually engineering performance with AI. Got it.
Right. Engineered, AI-powered performance.
Okay, so let's dig into this needed mindset shift. Starting with operations, maybe. Our sources point towards a future that isn't about replacing people.
No, not displacement. It's about human-led collaboration powered by AI, specifically something called agentic workforce management.
Agentic workforce management. So the human is like the conductor, orchestrating intelligent AI agents.
That's the idea. But let's clarify agentic, because it's a buzzword, right? We mean AI tools that can genuinely act autonomously.
Not just suggesting things, but actually completing tasks end to end.
Precisely. And here's the fascinating part. The reason that 95% are failing, it's often not the AI itself.
Oh, what is it then?
It's fragmented data, operational silos. These disconnects, they basically stop the AI agent in its tracks. It can't execute across the whole business.
Oh, okay. So you can't have an autonomous agent if it keeps hitting walls because the data isn't connected.
Exactly. So to get that AI promise, you really need some serious systems thinking organizationally.
You mean building like a new architecture, a unified platform to actually connect the people, the data, the workflows.
Yes. That connection piece is absolutely essential for any kind of effective orchestration.
So the takeaway, the news for CMOs listening.
The news is that the top 5%, they're actively, even aggressively, developing a unified platform strategy. They're auditing their tools, yes, but crucially, they're investing in data integration first.
Before they even try mapping the complex AI agent actions.
Right. You have to build the environment, the playing field where the AI can actually operate freely.
Okay, that tackles the operational side, getting systems to talk. But let's pivot a bit. What about the creative side? There's this fear, isn't there, that AI just puts a sort of synthetic filter on creativity.
Yeah, there is that fear. But our sources argue, interestingly, almost the opposite, that AI is enabling this radical shift. Maybe we can call it vibe marketing?
Vibe marketing. Okay, tell me more.
Yeah.
Moving beyond keywords and demographics.
Exactly. Moving towards marketing driven by, well, pure feeling. It helps overcome two big creative hurdles.
Which are?
One, the practicality filter. That voice that kills a brilliant idea instantly because you worry, how could we possibly execute that?
I know that voice.
Oh, that's a translation layer challenge.
I-
You have this amazing concept, this perfect vibe, but by the time it goes from vision to creative brief to the actual finished product.
It becomes kind of bland, like flavorless gum, as one source put it.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. So AI here acts as this conduit, right?
Yep.
A co-pilot.
How so?
It transmits that emotional essence, the vibe, to everyone involved much faster and, critically, with higher fidelity to the original idea.
Okay, like these new tools soar to generating video. It's not just about the output. It's about closing that gap between vision and reality.
Exactly. It slashes the friction. It makes experimenting, even failing, so much cheaper. It essentially makes executing an idea almost as cheap as just thinking it.
Wow. So the news there for leaders.
The news is that the winners are embracing tools that foster, let's call it, creative courage. Why spend 3 weeks debating an idea if you can see a pretty compelling mock-up in, 3 hours?
It changes the whole dynamic. Which brings us back, I suppose, to execution and that Gen AI divide. Why are 95% stuck in what sources call pilot purgatory.
Yeah, permanent experimentation. We know shadow AI is everywhere, people using tools under the radar.
But those tools aren't delivering ROI. Why not?
Because they're disconnected. That's the key. Real, meaningful ROI. It only starts when these AI systems are properly embedded inside existing high-value workflows.
Okay, so not just standalone tools.
No. And these systems need to be engineered for performance. They have to learn from being used. They need to build up context over time. And crucially, they need steady correction. They can't just start fresh every single time.
Right, it needs that learning loop. I remember the academic Meredith Broussard advising companies focus on the mundane use cases, not the flashy stuff.
She's absolutely right. The high-impact wins are often, the less glamorous tools. An invoice processor that actually shortens vendor disputes because it learns.
Or a customer support agent tool that drafts responses and gets noticeably better week after week.
Yes. It's about adopting tools, maybe external ones, that are really skilled in understanding context, domain fluency, and that can genuinely partner with your internal workflows to create those vital feedback loops.
So the news for leaders listening, readiness isn't just about having the tool, it's in the details.
Exactly. Who owns the feedback process for the AI? Where does its improvement actually show up on your operational dashboard? If you can't track the system learning, measure it.
Then it's still just an experiment. A toy, perhaps.
Pretty much. It hasn't been engineered for performance yet.
Okay, this has been a really crucial deep dive. Let's recap quickly. 3 critical shifts we've unpacked.
First, agentic orchestration that needs unified systems, breaking down silos.
Second, vibe marketing, using AI to keep creative fidelity high by slashing that cost of experimentation.
And third, getting real ROI. That demands learning systems, engineered performance, anchored deep inside your most valuable workflows.
Right. So if those top performers are treating AI feedback as, like, a non-negotiable requirement.
And they're investing in systems that remember, adapt, and act across different workflows.
Then here's the thought to leave you with. Look at your own organization. What mission-critical process right now is just too siloed, too unstructured to ever build that kind of compounding, measurable value with AI?
Because that's where your future performance is ultimately going to be engineered, or not.
That's all the time we have for this deep dive. This episode of the Mindset Podcast was brought to you by Martecture. Get into the AI marketing mindset. On the go. In under 15 minutes, stay ahead with our newsletter and podcast packed with the latest in AI plus marketing. Real research, real case studies, real insights.
Real stuff.
Real stuff.
See you next time.